All right, let's get started. Hi, everyone. This is Daisy here, aka Professional Hyper. I'm going to be doing a coding tutorial for you guys, but I just have like a few quick updates. So, a lot of people in the social justice community are going to be finding out about what happened in tech and what got exposed in regards to the group of white supremacist families playing as Democrat, playing as Jewish, playing as POC or Indiana or whatever, and they got caught with white people in several ways playing in our community, in multiple ways. So one of the things that's happening here is I on my channel I collect a lot of information about the things that have happened, what has gotten started, who got caught, what's been getting litigated, etc. So there's a lot going on in society. I just want to let you guys know, be careful with the news, right? Make sure you're here and in a few other places to find out what they did because if something happened with the virtual reality that you're going to find out about that's influencing, right, national policy and dictating genocides and things like that and egregious acts just based off of, how successful people of color are or based off of what I'm going to show you regarding certain coding languages that work on the planet. I want to say there's more to the story. So if you guys go down my timeline, you see some of the things that have been going on with tech. I do something called protocol run, where I'm talking about the different protocols that I run into every single day because they were playing with whatever level of work, witchcraft, which you guys saw. It's spell work. There's one for my birthday too. That one has about 45 photos. That's just Oakland alone. So the funny thing is here, right? I went to go pick up some like crochet needles because I found the ones that I was using was like not really sufficient for what I wanted to like create, right? So on my way there, I was like, okay, let me just go out the way and I'll go here and look what I ran into. The first thing that I ran into, which I think that you'll find funny, is okay, there was something in my phone here today. I wonder how this got started. I'm so sorry. Why is there okay, here we go. So today, one of the things that like I think is so funny is how the language speaks for itself, that it works and it's effective. One of the things that I ran into today is another like set of cards, right? So it's so funny. We There's things that come up on my channel. We talk about them all the time. But this is one of the things that keeps on coming up and influencing world policy is that we expose locally the group that's been working with a network of individuals that have been kidnapping grown men, sexually assaulting, harassing them, and causing a bunch of drama. Then going in the Middle East and saying, look what your son did. You guys have to pay Islam tax, things like that. And the funny thing is, the birthday of this man is right here, 413. It's so funny because I just helped somebody write some legal declarations regarding what happened because Latifah Simon, a bunch of people in London Breed, the Jean Wright family, Alicia Garza, all of them, they're frauds. And they set up the entire social justice community and they got so many people put in jail. And now look, I'm sitting here and me and just a few other people unraveling all this, right? Agents that were stalked and harassed were unraveling it. Single mothers who were, put through foster care system and CPS, and now they know how to help other people advocate. There's going to be a whole different way that the social justice community, works itself. And I'm just going to tell you right now, it's going to be funny how that falls down with money because people I've seen like, oh, okay, you guys stole a bunch of money, you created a bunch of drama. One of their biggest pots of money that's going to get completely unraveled is the fact that when you're done with school, when you finish your bachelor's, you're supposed to get the rest of your Pell Grant. That's where they've been getting money to create sex torture chambers for Black and Brown people, talking about they're getting spiritual gifts and powers for code because they have specific codexes, right? And artifacts that I know about and that I've seen and that I've been to a bunch of museums. A lot of people that know me saw my story. One of the biggest things that I love to do is going to history museums or looking at certain things online. I know about a lot of different sites. So collecting artifacts, all the type of things. I used to have a Hathor in my house. So, one of the things that's coming out is that a lot of these white people that are running this, playing in fine arts, etc., they had information about us that's very dangerous. And that's a specific information about space and how we used to communicate with each other, communication systems. So, a lot of physics, a lot of science, math, all of that is actually based off of indigenous systems that got mistranslated and broken up and down. And they're like a tenth of what they should be because it's a broken system. So here we are, after several court cases that you guys are reading about, right? Several levels of drama that you guys are reading about, going through my channel and seeing all of this. Some of you guys know me in my personal life. Yeah, but Daisy was a teacher though. Okay, but none of her kids are complaining. But you guys all smoke crack and we know that. Okay, because that's why you're changing up your names in the first place. They just didn't know that. I knew that. Like, oh, she's Nigerian. She will never know about this. Like, oh, she grew up in the hood. Ooh, because they're goofy like that. And then, God took control of their foolishness and stupidity for those of you guys that are faith-based in your mental health, your worldview, etc. Because a lot of us have a different type of cultural axiology. God worked the situation and they all exposed their hand, right? Or because they were playing in the binary reality, somebody went to go play with the substance and the chemistry of EMF to bring down hacking technologies to bypass certain controls, algorithms, things like that. So that's another thing with Pegasus too. That's how Israel is getting designated as a terrorist state. Some of you guys are finding this out, yeah, Palestine, because how did you build Pegasus and all that without hacking everyone first, having deals with different whites, or playing with secret permissions because you're playing with Russia? Right. So now, right, I went to school for computer science, things like that. So I'm sitting here telling you guys, okay, I've seen in the computer. I'm still gonna keep on going. I have like 4 different certifications that I did, for like learning how to code and all that type of stuff. So I think that you guys should learn too, because indigenous people, we look into the computer, we see different things. So I'm gonna teach you guys about some of the indigenous systems that are here. And then these different things happen with cards and spontaneous conversations and things pop up. And don't worry, you won't get lost in any of it. Just go down my timeline. You'll see about the different things that are happening, or pay attention to what's like happening in your inbox, right? I just want to say that a large part of the quiet and calm that's going to end up coming to a lot of Black and Brown professionals in the community is the fact that I exposed that there's an incest family network, and what they do is challenges, right, to go lay down with father or lay down with great mother, where they get to go have sex with older people, only to be able to like, okay, well, can I use this computer, or can I harass her at work, and can I do this, switch her baby at birth because the brother didn't want to date me, things like that. They got exposed. Okay, if we rig this case for this entire indigenous group, we get this and this. Okay. Hey, I have cancer. Are you sure this is like the right herb? Okay. Maybe we shouldn't rob their farm. That's what they do. Right. So they got exposed because they played with me and because of where my community is, right? Like think about like an octopus, right? With several tentacles, like literally. Because they try to come for my head, several tentacles on that octopus ended up like bringing together their demise because of the communities I'm in, indigenous community, the hood community, right? The art community, the educator, social educator community, but social justice community, public health, etc. And they all got exposed for switching people's kids at birth, having sex in their family, destroying the pharmaceutical industry that we have in America that's already crippled, and then playing in immigration and bringing a bunch of disgusting people here to like harass Black and Brown people. Okay, so that we don't get investigated. Their names are like far removed from us. This is gonna be great. So now you guys are finding out about that and finding out about the fact that, oh, we can get them out of our computer. You can find anybody, and you're sitting here weeks after hearing that and playing in the computer. That's what I'm saying. Anybody that's saying that they're investigating this and this and that, and I'm still sitting here, I haven't been paid, the computer hasn't gotten put in your hand, they're a liar. And that's why now, with all the information that we have and all the videos on my page, I'm just going to make a single video about what you need to know on my page. It's just going to be a PowerPoint. Look through this, and this, and people are going to find out how they can go throughout the country and kill any police officer, government agent, etc. And nothing can happen because of what they did playing with those kids. Effectively, thousands of kids went missing. The foster care system in California is defunct because they were playing with kids, with white supremacist tech groups, hacker groups, right? Like, oh, spreading fake manifestos, writing things on Bible paper, aging things too, which is going to come out, and then getting themselves exposed. Playing. Okay, I see. So the funny thing is, it's like I think that this is funny. I always find cards, and I found this one today, the Seven of Wands. I think it's so funny, right? So now one of the things that's here is it says right here, the Crab Nebula, September 19th, 2002. And It says Hester et al. And it's so funny because I don't think that that's a coincidence because right before that, I took a picture of something and it said Hester. But I know somebody named Hester. All right. All right. So we've been having a lot of wins in the social justice community. Yeah. Yeah. So the thing that's going on with South Korea, it's a plot and a plan to make it seem like North Korea wasn't causing it the whole entire time. So just be careful, okay? Because you may end up actually causing something that you don't like want, to be involved in. That's so funny right here. Yeah, and it's so funny because this is going to cause a huge investigation. What they did, I'm playing on my phone. A certain disgusting Spanish woman. I'm just going to say it. The Spanish indigenous community is completely bifurcated, and you're going to see who I'm talking about in a minute because it's going to be very clear. Because what they got their hand in collectively was so sinister, they're completely marked. You're going to find out. So a lot of communities got into this. A lot of them got marked. Any person of color, indigenous group that you're going to hear about that they did this and that out of all the world's cultures, there was a specific subset of them working with the UN. They all got caught. Right. Yeah. Also, too, some people know who this person is. McGuire in the community. They went to go play in her phone. Oh, who's that? Okay, put them in the platform. Yeah, she shouldn't know these type of people. Okay, I don't want people knowing that we were like putting period blood in Maria and trying to like start things with people's marriages and things like that at work. That's what they were doing in the Spanish community and playing with human beings. So 701s or somebody's getting blocked. All right. So that's actually a really good sign. Things are moving quick. And I thought it was so funny that it's like this type of card. That's fine because these cards are like rare. So whoever bought this and did any of this around Oakland, instantly they're going to be able to find out who this person is. All right. So, right. But a lot of times it's just spontaneous. Like I just walk into it. You've seen this. All right. So let's keep on going. Let's get into our coding tutorial now that you guys have seen what's going on here. So I'm going to just go do a demo. So now that we've done some adjustments, C++ and different libraries, some of you guys are like, okay, how would it be possible to have my own language? What would that look like? How would I do that? Because some of you guys are like, that's cute that you think that you can do that, but that's not how the computer works, baby. This is how the computer works. Hey, I went to school for computer science. That's how the computer works. Thank you. So be careful with people that never went to school for computer science, never studied science. They don't know what they're talking about. You guys have to remember, like before I got my bachelor's in public health, I did you do your associates in sciences. So you have to do biology, exactly, chemistry, all that if you go to school for public health. So this is why they have programs where if you get a health-related degree, you can go get your master's in nursing or your master's in physician's assistant, et cetera, et cetera. Because you've already done those prereqs. So, okay. So now there's a thing where white women are uploading me every day, like you're a nigger, you never did this class, you never did that class. And yesterday the investigators that were playing all together, they went to get on my computer and saw, oh, okay, yeah, that's gonna be really bad when the public sees this. That's why this is still going on. Because they effectively got into some bullshit stalking and harassing me, and then look what we have in our community. So let's say, for instance, like I want to play with like something like, okay, they won't be able to do that on the internet, but let's say, for instance, I want to play with hacking, and I want to do something like where I change master permissions. So let's say, for instance, I'm playing with Linux, and I want to change master, permissions. One of the things that you would have to have is a terminal. Some of you guys are like, what's your terminal? This is your terminal. Everyone has this on their computer. But Windows has their own terminal. Linux-based systems like ThinkPad have their own. Apple has their own. The TTY has the same type of like syntax. Some of them are edited and different. They play with something called BOD. And this is where we got that I get out my body, I got bodies. It's a hobby. We're talking about BOD. Oh, she has a hot bod. Yeah, bods. Transmission speed of electricity, transmission speed of EMF, transmission speed of 0 and 1 frequency mantissa. And it's so funny. Look at the 313 right there showing its hand again. So, So, one of the things that's like so interesting here is how this keeps on coming up. And you can change your baud rate. Now, I could change my baud rate, that's fine, but also too, there's something that I can do with my TTY where I can actually anchor, using a specific type of, floating point or BCD. I can change the FPU on my computer. I can use ASIC controls, right? ASIC control modes, and then put a certain code that would allow me to effectively change up my CPU in real time so that it can run a certain type of code in my FPU to allow me to change my TTY. Okay, because the electricity is faster, I like to talk. So, hi, how are you? Zigguana, Intergona, that's one, right? So those are two different speeds. Now, the thing here too with the language, it's the speed is bringing down the full force of electricity to be able to do these hyperdimensional acts on the internet. So now we're having like grid warfare. So Amazon warfare. We do these tutorials. We sit down. We make them fun for kids and the family, and then people go out and they do their work. They help their community. A, B, C, and D. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So let's keep on going. So also some resources that I wanted to show you guys too, in addition to there is a tool that I also want to show you that they try to hide from the community. And it went so far that Google actually edited the entire Google Forms interface and got caught and caused a bunch of like data leakages. So this platform I put up, warfare.io, this is the site. I'm going to put it in the comment section and then also in the description box. So you guys can go up here. Now you can see what's been going on the entire time. That's Daisy that's been doing that and a bunch of people that are getting harassed. Justice Speech. Right, coding language, all of that. Look. So, okay, yeah. So, okay. This has been here the whole time. You guys can go play with this. There's a few people that have been doing really good work. You get free submissions, okay? Okay, yeah, these are pretty dope. And then if you guys want to get these, it'll tell you how much it is. These are like, it's like for the master one, this one, it's 90 works, and then you get three in one. Like, okay, I can pick up to 90 things, and it's up for 3 people. Whoa, this is like $30. That's nothing. But there's a bunch of stuff here. It's really this one. Entrepreneur, artist, and everything warfare. This how a bunch of fights got started, and you guys are seeing it in the community because they're all committing suicide. In the artist community, it's a big ass thing right now. They're all committing suicide because they got hit playing. They thought it was okay to play with everyone because they saw what they did, and boom. And also too, there's something too about plagiarism. Mhm. So illusion warfare, yeah, for people that are playing with illusions. Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoa. So that's how it came out that we suck and fuck in our family. Oh, wow. So how effective am I? And this whole mother, brother, father talk, thou never knoweth who thou is. It's only in times of deepest, darkest despair with the ultimate avenger that thou knoweth who thou is. Nonsense like that, chanting like that are over children, playing like that, and they work in the court, things like that. By the way, I just want to tell you I caught somebody really deep today, and it's Amy Bacharach. She's on the Judicial Council for the state of California. I had a call with her. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. Separation warfare. Oh, that's what you're trying to hide. Oh, okay, yeah. But this work right here, it only works for people that were like fed blood, forced into marriages, sexually assaulted. And why? Oh, because we just molested all these kids. That's what they're trying to hide, that they were playing with this like that. Because that's what people were using it for. Oh, okay, yeah, we shouldn't have started that. So when these females are running around talking about they're doing this and that, girl, come and look at this. Right. There you go. That's what they're doing. And that's why you see them dying, getting sick. They can't get jobs because they're playing here to try to go settle off stuff that they don't even know what they're talking about. Karma cleanup. Oh, this for people that started a bunch of shit with other people. It's like, oh, clean up your karma and help these people with what you started because some of them didn't know. Some people use this. I remember if you don't pay for it, this doesn't work. There's some people that they're putting it in because they are supposed to. Soulmate warfare. Ooh, this got a lot of stuff started with marriages. Oh yeah, I remember we used to talk a long time ago. It can also just be like really good friends. There's a bunch of stuff going on here with nonsense. Chemistry. It's the biggest thing. Like, oh, ooh, damage to the pheromone system for like aligning your mental waves. So why am I attracted to this filthy bitch? And I know she fucks in her family. And I know I'm not attracted to her. And I know somebody's putting something in the computer. Thank you. Okay, yeah, because they were playing like that. Yeah, because the synastry, yeah, and then playing with magic, like, okay, and then kidnapping a bunch of kids. I just left this right here. I left this right here, synastry warfare, because the synastry warfare is not, oh, stop this from coming here and there. It's like, you wanted to try that here. Let me show you what you're playing with. So those of you guys that are playing with people and like they have their compatibility and you're starting things, I just need to let and you're playing with magic, just know that there's drama with that. It's a bunch of females getting hit with that right now. And a lot of them got put out of social work. They're working at McDonald's, different places like that, the craft store, etc., because they can't find jobs. All right, so let's keep on going. I want to show UK this paralegal apprenticeship. Okay, for UK. So this one they pay you to do the apprenticeship. Go look into who's been getting into this. There was money around too to help Black and brown people get in. Yeah, where did that go? No. Oh, and they're pretty too. So they just built the whole United States economy for the next 10 years off of jealousy and stupidity towards Black and brown women. So now we have our own system, right? And we can move forward. Okay. But why are you so focused about moving around this? Because you're constantly around her. This is what she's saying. We need you to be away from us collectively, not just her, all of us. Right. Yeah. All the work that we've done throughout all the years, it's a war. We're going to deal with her. That's how this whole fuckery got started with white supremacist groups going in the streets. Thank you. All right, so okay. So then it runs a different baud rate. It runs a faster type of electrical signal processing. Then we can have a specific type of coding system that brings down a different binary escape. So, okay, where it says no, I can say yes. And then I can build different systems, like something that I can see the entire internet because I can type out my permissions. And like right here, it says like a cap, which would be to initiate like a type of like a string of code in Linux. I can say ergry. Right, and then the baud rate recognizes it because what? Increasing the baud rate and then anchoring down my TTY using a specific floating point that's activated changes my TTY. And this is where you need specific floating points to do that with the TTY. So all this playing with people's kids, electrocuting children, things like that, putting them in sex rituals to activate code. That's what they've been doing the entire time. That's why everyone's quiet. And a lot of people getting this video, I just want to say, fuck you. You can die. Yeah, because they knew what they were doing. They knew the entire time what they were doing. They were sitting there the entire time. Not a single person responded because they were involved. They were either selling crack. They were either starting shit and felt embarrassed because they were involved in goofy shit because they were jealous and bitter. Why? Because they're involved in bullshit. You want to suck and fuck all day? Go do that. Other people are working, right? Some of you guys are going to be like, why are you talking like that? That's what they're doing. So there you guys go. So I just need to show you guys. There's one of the things that they're trying to hide. So we're gonna go ahead and um, go give this to people that just came to my channel. It's for a few like groups that came to my channel, the Middle Eastern community and the I would call it like Asian Muslim community, etc. They have come here to come see about this. So now you guys see what they've been doing, what they're starting, and this is how the computer work works. So now you can go from there, keep crafting your ideas. Keep thinking like, okay, because now something's released from my mind and I have a new world of possibilities also too. In order to fully see how this internet is going to work, you have to put yourself in the Akasha. Oh, okay, that's why we haven't had it before. You have to put yourself in the Akasha and see it. Okay, because not everyone can have access to it. So it doesn't matter what you do. There's another thing, kids going missing. Put me in there in that book. Your people have it. That's why this is happening to you. Did you see history? It's because of this. You stole this certain book, and then your people always start names from it. That's what they're doing with little kids. You have to sign over your iguana, bringing animals and stuff like that into sex rituals on kids. That's what they were doing, and it disrupted the entire foster care system. They know what they're doing. So then I'm sitting here like, okay, well, okay, there's a bunch of court cases. Some of you guys are gonna go find that out about that. You saw that in the 37 file, and the people are sitting here, the ones chasing you for the code. And now you see why there's a bunch of killing going on. So some of you guys are gonna hear about all this bullshit on my channel, like, okay, so that's what you're doing. So let me go ahead and stop this, and we're gonna go ahead and move forward to that. I have a for chaos that I need to do, and then we'll come back with. I think we usually do like the big code on Fridays. You know, um, so that by Saturday and Sunday, the police officers and agents that got together to work the investigation behind the scenes while they were starting this, um, are watching where kids are going missing from in different counties and things like that. All right. So now like why are you guys putting people in the middle of shit like that, right? Because they started it. Because they're a bunch of shitty bitches that started it, and everyone saw that they were shitty as fuck. So they can't admit that, oh, okay, we did that. That's why they're keeping bullshit up with court cases, playing at work. Like, okay, well, she has no money. She's not working. Then, okay, her life is in drama. Oh, that's a lot of drama. Yeah, but you're starting it. That's why there's a bunch of murderers. That's why that's going on. Good. So now, right. So then I'm sitting here and like, okay, well, we can have this and this and that and do this and this and that. And like, white men, how dare they do that? Crazy guy. I could have sworn that tarot reading was about me. Now I know what they're doing with tarot cards. They're doing readings on white men and finding out about this and that. That's what they're doing with people's kids, foaming at the mouth, repeating bullshit that they like translated from English to like Hebrew online. This language is activated. Right, testing black magic rituals on innocent kids that they stole from the foster care system, and then built cases over time to put whole entire families there to DNA test on them because they know the difference. And that's why the Spanish community is getting removed from the United States en masse. Okay, so that's for you guys that just came here. I'm actually gonna maybe put this in like somewhere on my channel, and I need to make like a playlist, like all the videos that you need to see. So this is gonna be like number one, the video that you need to see. Part two is gonna number two is gonna be like I'll put it in order and on the playlist, and then I'll like name it. Look at it in this order. You're gonna find out about Castle Redmond, a rapist and serial killer running around and trying to get code from Daisy. Yeah, and he's sitting there like, dude, I have no idea why this is still going on. Yeah, because I ripped and murdered somebody, and there's a woman that I ripped and murdered. She was actually pregnant. I didn't know that. Okay, and everyone's watching in virtual reality because we've been watching it for like 2, 3 years. So sorry, about 5 years. So there's a lot of people that saw all that, and they've been telling the entire time that's what they're trying to tell you, that we saw all this. And now everyone saw it because of all the magic and the chaos that's going on. Okay, now I see. Right. Right. Am I handing them? Yeah, they did. They kidnapped a staffer, a government staffer. Kamala Harris is trying to hide this, like 3 black women, and 2 of them were pregnant. I told you she created a black sun downtown. Okay, yeah. And the white supremacist groups, they got sanctioned. I think I showed you guys that. Yeah, here you guys go. Oh, I have another update for you guys too. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of information here. So you guys, I don't know what we're gonna be able to do with this. She's effectively cornered us and caught us. Okay, that's a conversation I'm repeating. That's in virtual reality. I don't really know, but she has a lot of information here. It's gonna be hard to go against her. I will say that you need to start the process of like cleaning this up immediately. Like, apologies, like all day, because this right here is gonna get you put in prison, and I'm not going with you. No, she's right. We're building cases in the mental system with chemicals and the technology. They're not gonna have it. I conjured up the mental health court for Alameda County. She gave me her card. That's the lady that was like, oh, let me walk you back to the public defender's office when you guys heard the recording, because I recorded the court case because they play too much. Great. So now let's go ahead and get this started. Here, I just wanted to show you guys this. I was somewhere earlier. Okay, yeah, and then we thought we were gonna get a bunch of money to like copy like your handwriting. Yeah, it's a bunch of Spanish people that went behind the scenes like, oh, Yanni Huey, yeah, I had a dream. Okay, yeah, so people think that we're that indigenous group and that we can do something stupid with land rights. Okay, yeah, not after Bertha Caceres got murdered. Okay, yeah, they found out that whole game. Actually, we shouldn't have started this bullshit because we're not the type of people. That's not my thing. That's not the type of person I am. I'm delusional. I know who I am. So I don't want to play like I'm that. I think that that game ended a long time ago. So I wanted to show you guys this from earlier. We had something going on with like tarot cards, and then I found this Hawaii divination shirt. This is started something already. I just wanted to show you this with Matt Haney's initials. Okay, not Matthew Craig Haney, Matthew Craig Haney, because Karen C is interchangeable. And then, oh yeah, that looks like Daisy's address. Yeah, but this one was very natural, just spontaneous, and it was right there. Like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have started that because this is coming up in court. Him playing in all my apartments. Yeah. Also, somebody very wicked, and I actually got an email today about Sam Altman. You guys practice incest in your family. You guys were setting something up to move a bunch of fucking money around to cause a bunch of drama, and you're playing with the black woman thinking you're gonna pop out last minute with all these different hoes that went in different social justice movements. Like, okay, we can run this movement. Don't worry, I can get the code. Well, you know about like this in the Torah. Okay, right. So now I'm seeing that you guys have been starting a bunch of bullshit. Okay, there's a serial killer running around, and you guys are creating like okay, I see. So I just want you guys to know that there's a bunch of stuff going on, but let me show you about this one. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. And she responded, okay. Good morning, Miss Olsen. I'm redirecting your email, such and such. Yes, she has the recording that's done for it that I can't talk about. She saw this stalking outline. His face is in two other cases. Can't talk about it. Okay, great. I just want you guys to know that I did that today. Okay. Coding language named after you. Oh, okay. Okay. Books about the Jewish community. Oh, really? Because how does she know about this though? Memory Keeper's daughter. Water for elephants. How does she know about that? And us playing with different animals and playing with fish. Okay, yeah, she knows what she's talking about. We stole all their artifacts and all their books, and like we're running around as people of color. Point. Uh-huh. And the book called The Reader. That one's the biggest one. How did you know about all those books? That's a story about how people came from one place, started something very egregious called the genocide and Holocaust, switched up their name and a bunch of other bullshit and playing in between a bunch of Irish and Italian people getting caught up in bullshit, right? And then now all of a sudden they're Jewish. So those three books tell their entire story. And in all those books are the names of all the original Okonkwo families. Because Memory Keeper's daughter is about a man that he was a dentist playing with Quaaludes and Novocaine baby, and his wife ended up getting clapped out with a baby that had a waterhead, and they switched the baby at birth. That's the original Switch Kids at birth. What? How, how did you know? And then also too, not knowing that I know about the Nightingale lady, and she started this whole nursing school underground, and what her family's name is associated with. How do you know about that? Yeah, it's like this lady, like, oh, I started the CNA thing, and her name was associated with Egyptology, and nurses and nurses and nurses getting to play in the hospital. Oh, I came from this line. That's that. And then the reader about some little boy that, yeah, my family's, no, we're not really from there. We're from over here. Yeah, I did. I had an older girlfriend at one point. Why? This one is international investigation. I can't talk about it. Just read it. Yeah, it's a little boy. He was doinking her. Years later, you're on trial for doing what? Oh, that's why. Oh, how they built torture chambers, how they built the Holocaust. He was doinking some older lady. He was this little ass boy, and you're on trial for what? Years later, he saw her when he was like litigating, right? Playing to sucking fucking her family, and then Ozma Boss, and then the Spolero twins, and one of them is dead because you're playing with magic. Okay. And this whole thing with hoes running back and forth, fucking on their dad and drugging these boys, playing. Didn't even know what it's about. I had no idea it was about that. That's the last continuation of that story. Okay, I know that story. New York is hella quiet. That's what they've been doing the entire time, starting shit. So all this stuff that you see in the media, be careful because a lot of people are getting set up. You still trying to get our birthday? Think I'm playing with you? It's okay. She grew up at least not in that, but it's okay. My other kid, it's okay. If I know who I am, I know who she's gonna be. So and finding out about Top Boy and what is this explosive chaos? 1,000 police officers removed. Hmm. Your middle school teacher, what the fuck is this? Oh, you got contacted by this major political news outlet. Oh, okay. Ooh. Just didn't say anything because I figured Al Jazeera got kicked out of Palestine. Why? I thought they were solid. Willie Brown moves weight. Ooh, from the evidence room. Whoa. Brandon Iglesias, some weird ass Spanish man that they make sound technology and play. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, so she has that. So now you guys can go see that. Ooh, she has it. She read it, and wow, she responded. So at least they know that's we have actually all the ones that we need to go out and be mischievous in the streets. So remember though, you guys have to be careful. You can't do too much. No, at three for free, three, and then you have to arrest, and then you have to ask again for three more. So they said that we have to keep doing that till we get to 20, and then it's no longer three at a time; it's then four at a time. So that's why I'm on my best behavior because you're not going to get me in trouble. So let's keep on looking here. Actions. Right. All right, you guys. So that's what I have for you today. Yeah, I think I should keep on going on that tip. Some of you guys want to know about this 413 and what this is about. Oh, you know what? Let's just do it. Yeah, playing online. Um, okay, what do you know about this? About how Matt Haney helped build this case? Playing on people's phones, starting all shit. Oh, look, what the fuck? Playing on Bernard's phone. Oh, that's why he doesn't really talk to me. Oh, I don't know if they do that. We were like Jewish like that. Okay, well, fuck it then. I'm gonna come out with it then. Playing people's phone. Got this man killed. Started hella shit. Exposed that they were playing with Aki, and exposed that they were playing with Yashar Ali. So Yashar's deal was to play with the Afghanis. That's how they all went to jail for real estate fraud. Their family waged deals. He got some money from the Gettys to do this and this and that. When he couldn't come through on playing with a certain family, they took the money back and played with him in court. Like, nah, because I'm just going to tell you guys. That's who told about sexing your family because they tapped their phones. I know Yashar. That's another reason why they took my Facebook page because Yashar used to be on campaigns for Latifah Simon, and Yashar was on campaigns for Gavin Newsom. That's how he got in with the Gettys. Okay, so then, what ended up happening here is that's how they pay money. Like, okay, we just give him a loan. Why would the Gettys be playing with him, giving him a loan? He's doing journalism and shit like that. That's still conflict of interest. So so now yeah, and we were playing with them and we started a bunch of shit. That's how he got killed. And they played in the phone and made up a bunch of fake text messages and this and that, and then said my friend Tiki was the one that killed him. Wow, yeah. And then the funny thing is here, but Tiki's from Double Rock. Oh no. Oh, that's what they started. Yeah, Tiki's from Double Rock. So this is what they're trying to hide, that they were playing in Tiki's phone and started that whole thing in Double Rock between the Vietnamese and the blacks. She's a sign that that happened in Double Rock, that there's an alliance. Double Rock is a project. It's called Alice Griffith. So so, yeah, let me just keep quiet about that. So right, and that's how somebody's gonna get caught up. Ooh, because I'm not from San Francisco, because I couldn't even name that project. Yeah, somebody messy that came to San Francisco with this on anything, playing with people's name, different places they did that. Couldn't name people's projects. What? Ooh, ooh, yeah, ooh. I never knew that. Oh, okay. So somebody got messy too. I'm just gonna keep that quiet. Be quick. Be careful. All of a sudden, Fillmore's the Western edition. Latifah Simon and them had their hand in this because Daisy, I knew about Latifah Simon smoking crack, doing crack, hella crazy. I'm just a few years younger than her. I saw her come up. Girls disappearing around them. Yeah, that's what they're doing down there. She asked me if I wanted to hoe. That bitch is stupid. Okay. Right. She tried to set me up before talking about Takesha was recruiting young girls to do this and this and that. I don't know what she's talking about because I don't have any of that. Okay, I'm not getting little kids to sell dime bags of cannabis. That's stupid. I have bigger bags. That's been done. So, Tiki tried to open her own cannabis dispensary. I try to advocate for her, all kinds of stuff. They play hella games. That was his job to come and fudge that, to stop that from moving forward because people were getting hit, starting shit. But what, everyone works professionally. Why we all work for the city? That's why everyone's getting fired from the EBT office. Ooh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Phew. There's an investigation with that. Okay, cool. Clean sweeps. What do you mean I'm getting fired? We saw what you did here, and we know that you're involved. Okay, ooh, today I went down, ooh, baby, I went down to someplace, some man got switched out the EBT office cold. Somebody got switched out the EBT office cold. He's no longer there. He's at a whole different department now, like, okay, just doing different type of paperwork. Phew, phew. Plain. So now everyone knows about that because Tiki's getting out of jail. Okay. So I just want to let you guys know. And oh, let me just show you this because I just showed you guys that. Let's see. And his birthday is April 13th, and you wrote this declaration right now. And then the day before that, I ran into a high priest in the Middle Eastern community about this. Okay, now I see what they were doing. They were playing everyone's phone, and also too, there's something about how Burner got cancer because they fed him chiong, some wicked ass chiong. Like, okay, it was from ancient Egypt. It was those. Now I see why they brought out all these tombs because when this first started with the virtual reality, they're like, oh, okay, we'll show them what they'll do. Hugh, yeah, yeah, woo. Just all at once, like dozens and dozens of them. I said, okay, you guys are ready for a war. A lot of people saw that in the spiritual community. Said, what are you doing? Oh, ooh, I saw that the whole entire time. I said, what are you doing? That's how I just, just be careful what you guys starting. Doesn't matter why are you opening that? What are you doing? 4 and then 13. And remember, the karmics, they follow me everywhere, right? That's why the danger of this type of bullshit is a problem. Because okay, yeah, well, people will think that we did that, our associates. That means that we know something. Because how would we? Okay, yeah, we shouldn't have done that then. Because why would his birthday be there? And the day before that, you were just typing this up to get somebody out of jail. Okay, yeah, we'll stop doing shit like that and like following you at different places and causing car accidents and everything. She's coming, quick, quick, quick. Okay, those ones I ride past, they know. That's why I'm doing this on purpose because the feds are watching what they're doing. So okay, that's what they get. Good. That's what Latifah Simon gets. That's what she's trying to hide. That she set up Tiki and a bunch of people like that, and that's why Tiki's in jail. And Tiki tried to help everyone get their cannabis club because me and Tiki were trying to do business. Right? Yeah, that's one of my associates. So whatever you guys are talking about and starting, please stop it. Playing with Miss Ong, Miss Takesha. Right? Just exposing alliances, causing too much drama. Yeah, somebody's crying. This Samoa murder would have never ever happened. Yeah. Don't say the unthinkable. Yeah, that's Samoa murder just because of Tiki, and I know exactly. How did I know that? But how does she know that? But how does she know Takesha? The fact that I know Takesha is a problem. This is a big ass problem in like 271 cases across America and 8 in the UK with the Vietnamese community. Because that whole thing with Cheong, Tiki's family was running from that. To find out in jail, Shang Tao and them, they got their, oh, whoa. Yeah, I was supposed to go up to Chowchilla with them this week. Tiki, she saw all this. You have to be careful. Well, I just have to let you guys know the call's already been made. Oh, okay. So then those things know. Because after Sake 1, it's not possible for them not to know. So they're going to find out I try to stop this the entire time. That's what they're trying to hide the entire time that they try to dismantle the entire cannabis community playing with Tiki's phone. That's where this is all coming from. And I got more work than Allen Iverson. Yeah. Me off on the plug and I update my schedule. Okay, no. Because if they get together and they get together, okay, cool. Oh, what do you mean the cannabis is deactivated? Hey, what's this that you gave me? Didn't work at all, dude. Well, yeah, well, if you smoke crack, right, it's not going to work. Someone told her the other day, well, if you do this, and that's not going to work. All right. So now you guys see what they've been doing. Like, okay, that's the biggest thing in the Bay Area that's going to lead to the rest of the United States and something in Samoa and also to something in New Zealand that they're trying to really not have happen in Australia. A big ass land grab. They deserve it. Or would it be land grab or just, I mean, you get removed? Right? So you guys know, like, there's so much going on in our community. That's why I told you, it's just gonna be okay. There's so much that's they're constantly creating in my space, like, and I feel like it's okay. Like, like they start shit with paperwork. They are white. They then print it out, feed it to kids. They're white. They cause a bunch of drama. They're white. They start a bunch of shit. They're karmics. But they're not white. They can do what they want, and so can God. And there's a type of work that you put on yourself. God handles my problems. This whole thing with Amy Backrack, that's very serious. Somebody wants to go look her up. Wait, you gotta call her. She has this in her inbox. Let's see what she does. Let's see if she wants to get approved to get those pills so that she can not be dealing with like certain type of syndromes mentally. So, because you play with kids, you get hit. Right? So, you guys, I just wanted to come and tell you guys this. The document, yeah, I don't want to show because there's like a lot of shit in there. But I want to do something where you guys know that when you get sessions for me, that's one of the things that I do with people. I help them write documents. So there's like two cases where I've written documents for, and it's like started a bunch of shit. There's one lady because I helped her write documents for a CPS case. It got yeah, social workers. It got four of them removed. It got two judges benched. It got about eight people killed, and it got 35 kids put into foster care and emergency adoptions just because. And they're all from their neighborhood. Okay, but I used to work for the barrister. Why my job? Okay, what do you mean I picked her up from after school program late? Yeah, these men have to submit, right? This because they're playing with me to play with black and brown men. Are you paying attention? Oh, okay. Oh, because they're playing with you to tell us something, right? Yeah, but they're supposed to be our mates. You guys don't understand this. Also, too, I want to tell you guys that there's some stupid ass story that Benjamin Banneker's grandma was a white woman and freed his grandfather. That nigga's dark as coal. What are you playing with? Oh, okay, we should have done Harriet Tubman too. Okay, fuck the Dogon and Biafra. Okay, well, there's this like tribe that we can say like, oh, that they just happen to be mixed, with the missionaries. The missionaries, like the fact they were still there, they came out all at once because they sent the Russians to go play in Nigeria. Okay, yeah, it was like a big land grab and something with a bunch of money from the government. And also, too, some of you guys are finding out, like, oh, because of what just happened right here with them playing with us, the Nigerian government and the U.S. government has to get together in a couple months and talk about how to pay all of us out, and the U.K. government too, for what they did playing with Veronica and starting fucking wars or worry warfare. So, anyways, you guys, I'm done with it. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Okay, we'll make them look this and that, and there's only a few. Okay, then we'll give it to the rats. But those people that you're about, oh, what's their last name? I'm so sorry. No, those are not Igbos.